Hey guys, it's Harry, and I first want to say that I'm sorry for not creating a video in a while. I know it's not really like me, but one, it's been harder coming up with ideas to do tutorials for you guys because I've gone through a lot of the basics and more advanced things, and two, I've been very busy working on my iPhone 4.0 applications. Um, for those of you who don't know, you can submit those, I believe. Is it this Thursday or I believe it's a Thursday. I'm not quite sure about that. Um, um yeah, but it's coming up. So I want to have my apps out there and ready for the 4.0. And I have a few new apps, one of which is a surprise. The other of which I will tell you right now. I'm developing a notes application, which I will demonstrate to you momentarily. And I told you guys about the SMS application that I was working on, and that anybody who's subscribed to me would get that. You know, I looked around and there are a lot of those, and I just don't think that mine would get noticed. So, I'm going to shut that down, and I'm going to create I'm going to give you this notes application as a free giveaway. This is for the iPad, and I will be giving it to you guys for free when it comes out. I'm not quite sure how much it'll cost, but it won't cost anything for anybody who's subscribed to me when it comes out. Probably, sorry, around a week or two. But I have to get my iPhone apps out there first. Those are my top priorities because I want to have those out there for launch because that'll be a big new market opening up within just 2 days. I know that Apple usually sells around 1 million iPhones in the weekend of launch, so that's a lot. It's a big market out there, so I want to have those ready. And so now let me demonstrate to you guys my notes application. Let me just open it up in Xcode. I'm just minimizing that for now, just so as not to show any code that is unwanted for me to show to you. Once this starts up, scale 100. This works in both landscape and portrait. Right now I'm adding widgets to it, and you'll see those in a moment. And right now the widgets overlap the notes when you open them. It's hard to explain, but I'll show you in a second. And they overlap the notes in landscape mode or in portrait mode. So I'll just go into landscape mode for right now. So these are the widgets. So far I only have a clock. You can see it's showing seconds. I know that's in my opinion. So you can turn off the seconds. Done. And there we go. Now we just have a nice little clock without the seconds, which in my opinion is nicer. Maybe you guys have another opinion, but yeah. So in portrait, this is what it looks like. So you can see you have a to-do list to start with, and when you deselect one of these, it adds an icon badge if you have that setting selected. So we could say that this is done. Right now there isn't anything there that we're saying is done, but and then if we unselect it, and I have it upside down, quit, then you see, okay, so I'm still working out the minor bugs, but you get the point. Or maybe that setting isn't turned on. It is. Okay, I don't know what's going wrong, but I'll work out the bugs before I release it. So let's go into landscape mode so that you guys can see the whole thing. So first let's open up the notes. So I'm still working on getting these notes to not go over there. It's not hard, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So these notes will move over there. So you can just delete a note by tapping on the little X, and a UI action sheet will come up. I will probably be doing a tutorial on how to do UI action sheets at some point. Delete. Delete. Yeah. So the way that you move them is you grab what is going on. So you can just grab a note, it gets bigger, and whoop. And so now you'll notice that these notes don't have text on them, so let's add something. Hello YouTube, my name is Harry. That simple. And then we can just drag that. Oh right, this has been covering it. And so you can just drag anywhere but the center, because that's where you tap to edit it. So you can drag like around the sides here. And yeah, you get the basic idea. So what if we move that around and we can move multiple notes? So we can get all of these notes. And now let's say that we don't like it like that. You can either press the grid button up in the corner to show all your notes gridded, and you can double tap to get a new note. Oh, sorry, so grid. Here, let me switch into portrait mode. I'm sorry, but my screen is just not big enough to handle that. Here. There we go. So, and for those of you who are wondering, I'm using an aluminum MacBook Pro. So they have discontinued that line and made it into the MacBook Pro line by now, but yeah. So we can just move notes around, delete them, and if we shake it, obviously I can't shake it on here, and for some reason the hardware shake thing doesn't work, and it's kind of stupid, but it doesn't work. And so, but if you shake it, it would say delete all, are you sure, yes, blah blah blah, you get the point. And so if we double tap, and the way that you get two fingers in the simulator is you hold down Option. Why isn't that working? Oh. Well, okay, so you saw that just closed up for some strange reason. That is because I use gestures in this. The way that you open up the notes and get rid of all these other things is like just swiping like that, and it opens it up. And the way that you double tap, I don't know why it's not showing these two little round objects that show up to represent your fingers like it normally does, but you just, and it opens up that. It puts it back into the grid if you tap with two fingers. Double tap with two fingers. And so then, alright, double tap with two fingers, and then if you just double tap, it creates a new note, but the limit per one page is 9, and I'm working on creating multiple pages. And you can add notes the fancy way like that. Now, right now, the clock is covering it because of my strange design. I'm working on making this hide. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So you can create a list, which you can't do in here, so I'm going to blank that out or something. And you can create a new note, but we already have 9, which is the limit for one page. That's basically it. And then you can go into settings, the developer, and then I'm going to add some more settings, and then we have backgrounds. This is a personal favorite of mine, this background. It looks a lot nicer on a real iPad than my computer, but yeah. This one's also nice when you can see the little aurora. Alright, so the way that you close these notes up, you can swipe like I showed you to open them, but you can also do with two fingers, just pinch together any two notes, and they all go back up together. So if we delete this, then we can see our nice little aurora over here, which looks pretty. And you can go silver, and this isn't my favorite, but I thought I'd just put it in here. Little, like, strange thing. Yeah. So that's basically it. That's an overview of my new application Notes. Look for it in the App Store soon. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and please subscribe.